First of all, congratulations. A
Thank you,
beautiful
Veronica.
work,
Thank you.
beautiful music, and the message that was delivered in the film is
It's
really
a good message.
Good message.
Thank you.
Yes. How did you work when you are composing for a film and you have pre-established times, topics?
Well, to be honest, I don't actually approach songwriting any differently for this than I would my own music, for my own records. So, you know, songwriting is just songwriting. You know, but working with someone like Hans Zimmer, you know, what happens is, you know, you're left with these epic pieces of music, and, you know, I wanted to try to take portions of it and make songs out of it, and in some cases succeeded, I think, because, for example, Spirit's theme is now called "I Will Always Return," because that's his motive. He's gone away from home, and he's been taken away, and he's been put in jail, and he's always thinking about he wants to go back. So we wrote this beautiful song called "I Will Always Return," and it's Spirit's theme. The thing about it is that it's not a conventional song. It's not your verse, chorus, 3-chord piece of music. It's Hans's score, which is all about building and building, building, building.
Mm-hmm. And it comes on growing.
It keeps growing, and it's a crescendo of sound and instrumentation. So I tried to come up with melodies and lyrics that were really simple, you know, and just conveyed the simplest messages, you know, almost trying to humanize.
Mm-hmm. Which is done through the whole movie, in the story, in the expression of the horses,
Exactly.
in the music. There's a particular moment when the music grows, when the two horses get into the pond for the first time.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's like striking.
Well, that's one of Hans's most beautiful pieces of music.
Yeah, for me
And actually, there is a song which goes with that. It's on the soundtrack. It's called "Nothing I've Ever Known." But in the picture, if we put the song, because one thing that doesn't happen in this picture, everybody's waiting for the big love ballad to happen in this film, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen the way it's always happened. It's very unconventional. And that's supposedly, I think that's one of the things about this film that I liked. Mm-hmm. It's unusual. Mm-hmm. The horses don't speak, you know, the music tells the feeling, the characters don't speak, there's very little dialogue.
And there's a moment when the horse almost breaks down, which is very real also.
Yeah.
Because sometimes after you struggle and you feel you lost.
You've broken everything, yeah, it's true.
No? I read that at the beginning of your career, your voice was speed up when you record.
That's
because
true.
It was too raspy, no? I think it's lovely, a raspy voice, but I think when you work with your voice, when you sing, there must be a whole process of recognizing yourself in your voice and accepting it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way things can sound, and I love to sing, okay, you know. Don't bring me to a party and give me a beer, because I'll start singing. You know,
well, I will invite you.
I love it, and I do it all the time, and it's one of the things that, you know, I've been very fortunate, because I've done this for over 20 years, and I love it, you know, and it's so much fun. So it's kind of hard to stop me. And when something like this comes along, where I can lend my voice to a character and bring it to life, it's quite a great challenge, and quite exciting.
But was there a moment, I mean, when this started and you were suggested to speed up your voice, was there a moment when you said, no, this is my voice, I wanted the way it sounds?
In the beginning, like 25 years ago?
Yes.
Oh, God. I mean, well, I was 15 when I started, and I couldn't believe that they were doing that to my voice. I remember one day that a tape came through the door from my record company, and I was 17, and they'd sped my voice up so I sounded like Michael Jackson. And I was so humiliated. I couldn't believe. And I phoned them up, and I said, you know what, if you're going to do this to me, I want to be free. I don't want to be with you if you're going to ruin my voice like this. I just don't want to be with you. And they never did it again.
Mm-hmm. There's a song that you sang in Spanish, If You Ever Really Love a Woman.
I don't think I sang that in Spanish. I think I sang... Did I sing that in Spanish?
Yeah, well,
I think I
know
did,
very well that version in English, but I read the other day that you sang it in Spanish. Anyhow, in that song, there's like an advice for men. No, don't take things for granted.
You know, I did sing it in Spanish. You're right.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. don't take things for granted.
Right.
Take care of your relationship.
Sure, yeah.
What inspired you? What experience? Well, it's a very common experience,
it's
but
very simple. That song was inspired by a film, again.
Don Juan de Marco.
Don Juan de Marco, and the idea that, and actually I wrote this with a guy called Robert John Lang, and when we were writing the song together, we were kind of sort of laughing because we were saying, let's write all the things. Please forgive me for this, okay? Because I'm telling you the truth here. Let's write all the things that we think that men should be saying to a woman but never say.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And let's write all those things down and make a song out of it.
And do you follow your advice in the song?
Oh, don't even go there. You don't even want to go down that route. I'm afraid I'm just a typical boy. I send the music over. This is what I'm thinking, sweetie. Listen to the song.
Well, with such a music.
But that's a beautiful piece of music, and the credit goes to Michael Kamen for writing such a beautiful, beautiful piece of music. I mean, that music alone stands alone as a piece of music. My voice and the lyrics is like glue,
I would talk for a long time, but I'm almost. This is for you.
Oh.
It's from the person that founded the bigger foundation of environment, taking care of environment in Peru. And he's also, you're going to read, he also is a promoter of artists.
Wow, great. I'd love to go to Peru.
Well, he's inviting you.
How nice.
Uh-huh.
This is great.
And he will take you to visit these parks which are restricted,
Really?
And you'll see such a different
world
and different species in animals and plants you can't imagine.
That's very kind. Thank you very much. That's very sweet. Mwah.
Bye.